All right. We're back here for Epi 6. That is right, episode 6 of the Wild Card Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Evan Papalis. Across the table, I have my friend Isaac Rissinger.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Welcome on, baby. And our co-host, Carter Forney.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are back for another week. It is week 3 of the NFL season. Recording on a Friday. Just the beginning of the afternoon, so we got to indulge in a little Thursday night football last night. We'll talk about that. We have Pop's Gambling Corner. We are 7-3 overall through 2 weeks. Come on, let's keep that win train going. We're 4-1, 3-2. Let's keep that win train going. And we have other news to talk about around the league today and predictions for week 3. So first off, let's jump into last night's game. Far from a thriller, you could say. Jacksonville and Tennessee Jags going to win 20-7. We weren't on the air we didn't get our picks on the air, let's say that. But I think you guys took the Titans.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And for proof, I texted Foe definitely way before the game. I said Jacksonville would win. And I finally got a Thursday night game right.
There you go, Alex.
We got Jacksonville winning. Let's see if that helps me in the standings at all. Still have to look at those and update those. But anywho, 20-7 Jags. Wasn't really a close game, though.
Do you know?
It didn't ever feel like a close game to me.
Are you, beating both of us, or do you not know the standings?
I honestly have no idea what the standings are so far.
Gotcha.
Riss never gave me his picks for week 2, so we're going to have to figure out a penalty.
Yeah.
I was thinking that penalty should be he gets one less win than whoever got second. Because he never gave his picks, so we don't know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I was driving him from Penn State. I feel as though I was a safe driver in this situation. Therefore, I should get an extra win from whoever got first.
Well, being a safe driver, you could have pulled over. Come on, now.
Didn't seem likely.
I'm sure were you driving with anyone else?
I was.
Then you should have gave them the phone, had them read off the matchups to you, and then you could have.
You should have told me to do this in the car.
Well, you should have had that brain knowledge, that IQ, and then maybe I would have given you the benefit of the doubt. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see his punishment. Anywho, so 27 Jags didn't really seem like a good game to me, honestly. We know how Jags Titans can be, a little boring drama. But I have some notes here. We'll do it as they progress through the game. I thought Minshew the second. I don't know if he was physically on the sideline pumping dudes up. I don't get to see on the sideline. Mm-hmm. But I think him starting and his passion or whatever to be quarterback fueled this team, because it's tough for an NFL team to get up on a Thursday and really want to play a game, because they're still, in my mind, not fully recuperated from the week's past game. But I really thought he just putting him in, and his good luck, they just had to do it. They just had to do it for Minshew. So
It is a great story. Great underdog story. Started out at Troy. Then he went to East Carolina. And then he ended up at Washington State. He had no offers coming out of high school.
Really?
Yeah.
He went to 4 different colleges.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. 4 different colleges.
Couldn't find the fourth one. All I found was Troy, East Carolina, Washington State. I don't know the fourth.
There was a community college.
Community college.
Right in the beginning. I don't know where, because there's so many community college, of course. But, yeah, 4 colleges. That's crazy.
Marcus
He was
Mariota.
good at Washington State. He was pretty nice at Washington.
304 yards.
Mariota ended with 304 yards.
Sacked 9 times.
Sacked 9 times.
By that Saxonville defense.
We have to give some big love to
Calais
Campbell. Oh my, dude was an absolute wrecking ball in this game. Every snap, dude was in the backfield. Absolutely crazy. Tennessee's line didn't come to play. Jacksonville's defense played pretty well. I think the big point it was 14-0 at half. Tennessee gets the ball. They didn't do anything in the first half. They come down. They're in field goal range, but it's 4th and 6, 4th and 8 in that range. Mike Vrabel goes for it. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Your offense did absolutely nothing in the first half. You have the ball at like the 20-yard line easily in field goal range. It's only 14 points, and you still have a whole half of football.
Yeah.
And you're going to go for it, and they don't get it. That's why I'm making a big fuss about it. They don't get it. And then that just gives all the momentum back to Jacksonville. He gets sacked on 4th down.
Yeah.
So, defense is hype because they're still pitching a shutout.
Yeah.
Offense comes back. They go right down the field to get a field goal. Like, you're within 2 possessions if you just put some points on the board. So that was ridiculous. To me, Mike Vrabel's not trusting the offense at that point in the game, which, I kind of understand, but you still have... You got to take points before the 4th quarter if you're within 3
Not trusting the
scores.
offense?
Not trusting the offense, like, overall in the game because I'm thinking that he's thinking that they're not going to have many more opportunities to come down the field like this.
Right,
That's
that
how
makes
I
sense.
viewed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think he was trusting the offense, or he just didn't have a feel for the game. Like, it's Jacksonville. They're 0-2. They haven't won a game yet.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? They have one good half of football on the defensive side. It's 2 halves to win a football game,
Yeah.
and you could easily cut that to 11. Even if they get the field goal back, it's still 14. It's still a 2-score game, but then, once it got to 3 scores at 17, it was... They didn't have it. They didn't have it. Fournette had a terrible game. Basically, that's about all I can say about that. Had negative yards in the first half. The only thing that was fun to watch was Minshew at quarterback. He was dropping dots over the top.
He was.
He felt it. One ball looked like it should have been picked off easily.
To
And it
Westbrook?
just snagged. I think so. And Westbrook, come on, what? Dude dropped like 3 balls. Dropped an easy touchdown pass right in the breadbasket. Dropped 2 passes and 1 set of downs.
Shoot.
Like, he didn't have a good night. That's about all I have. Yeah, Tennessee definitely didn't deserve to win. Jacksonville. Tennessee didn't deserve it. I guess Jacksonville does. The defense played pretty well. Jalen Ramsey, saying he wants that trade. They played a whole lot more man coverage last night, and that's what Jacksonville thrives off. A.J. Boye, Jalen Ramsey. They love that man coverage. And they've been playing like too much zone. It's just not them. They got to play that man coverage. So I think that helped them as well.
Jalen Ramsey now suiting up this Sunday.
Yeah, that was crazy how an NFL team said that, or asked the NFL if Jalen Ramsey could play Thursday night and then still play for their team this weekend. Like, that's ridiculous. The dude's coming off a short week, and then you're going to play. That's 3 games in 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks of time. That is ridiculous.
That's awful.
That is.
That's
Wait, no, not 2 weeks. 1 week.
week.
That's what I meant to say. That's why. Well, I said it in my head.
He
I
played
was like,
Sunday. He played this past Sunday,
yeah.
and then he played last night.
Yeah.
And they wanted to play this Sunday.
That's 3 games in 1 week. That is ridiculous to ask because the dude's gonna be fatigued.
I don't
Can
know.
easily get injured.
LeBron could do it.
LeBron
That's
couldn't
NBA.
do it.
No, I'm kidding. LeBron is a bum.
Yeah.
LeBron is a bum.
Record show.
Another
Yeah.
record show from Riss. #Riss. So yeah, we don't need to talk about that game much longer. It wasn't that interesting. But next week should be a little bit better. Eagles, Packers. I feel like the beginning of the season you have those rough Thursday night games, and now we're getting into those we should be getting into those better ones. Sometimes that makes me a little upset though because you're wasting such a good matchup on a short week. Teams are banged up and just not as good. And the holding. Let's talk about holding penalties. It pretty much pissed me off when there's no flow to these games, and not just talking about last night's game. There's just no flow. There's been 68% more holding penalties called, offensive holding penalties called, in the first 2 weeks this year than the past 2 seasons. It's ridiculous. 80 more calls. If the there's holding on every play.
As we've talked about it
I
before.
think we talked about this.
We talked about this before.
We talked about it before. But now that we have numbers.
We have numbers
We
now.
have
We're going to
100.
crunch these
We're going
numbers.
to crunch the numbers 109 from last year compared to 180 now this year through 2 weeks. It's ridiculous.
And you tell me that guys are really holding that much more now. Holding has
Yeah.
always happened. Refs are they have a stick up their butt now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This always.
It's absurd.
This always. I feel like this has been happening the past couple of years. Whether different types of penalties, not offensive holding. They call it hard in the first, 3-4 weeks of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Then it drops off. We saw that with roughing the passer a little bit last year.
Yep.
Definitely roughing the passer. And we've had some crappy calls already this year with that. Jamal Adams, the other guy got fined. How much did he get fined?
I think it was like $21,000.
$21,000 for just a shove on Baker Mayfield.
It was a bump. It was a bump.
Oh my gosh.
It was a bump.
Like, get it together, refs. We're not playing patty cake.
Jamal Adams wanted to. He could have ended Baker Mayfield's life right there.
Absolutely
Yeah.
could have destroyed him if he wanted to. And he held off.
That's his brand of football.
Like, oh my gosh. Just, refs, get it together. And now, Tom Brady tweeted something last night.
What did he tweet?
He sent 2 tweets, actually. He said one was, too many penalties, this is ridiculous. And then the next one says, have to turn off this game. Too many penalties.
Yes,
Because of
sir.
the refs.
Yes, sir.
Let us play. Something like that. Straight from Tom Brady's account. So you check that out quick, Riz. And I think that was him trying to like play a little marketing strategy right there, if you want to call it marketing. Because to like tell the refs, I'm Tom Brady, I'm probably the best that's ever played this sport. Like, chill it out a little bit. So Riz is looking that up right now. It's not
Too many penalties. Just let us play! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
That's a lot of exclamation points.
I'm turning off this game. I can't watch these ridiculous penalties anymore.
Yeah. So, come on. Let's get it together, refs. We just want to see some more flow to these games. All right, let's talk about other news. Earlier this week, I don't remember what day it was. Might have been Tuesday. Pat Shurmur, head coach of the New York Giants, names Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Welcome to the show, big boy. You're going to start over Eli Manning in week 3. They're playing the Buccaneers. They have a shot to win now. I believe with Daniel Jones, Eli Manning ain't winning any more games. Remember that stat I brought up like a while ago, like probably the first episode about Eli Manning's record?
No, I do, but I don't remember what it was.
200 some wins, he's going to end up with more losses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That stat was completely wrong. Don't know where I got that from.
Okay.
I just read the other day, he has a 116 and 116 record
Right now.
right now.
So he's even.
Yeah.
He's
so
even.
he's going to end even because he's never going to step on the field again.
Yeah, like, this dude, I don't think he's good enough to play quarterback anymore.
No way.
Like, come on.
It's been a couple of years that he hasn't been good enough to play quarterback.
Like, I know their team's not good, but he's not good either.
It is not good.
Like, man. Their offense is better this
Is
year.
he a Hall of Famer
See,
for beating Tom Brady?
he's beaten Tom Brady twice.
Yep.
Well, the team's beaten Tom Brady twice, but they're going to say Eli Manning beat him twice.
Yeah.
So I guess you would have to give him Hall of
Eli
Fame.
Manning did win those games for him, though. The Super Bowls.
Did he?
Nah, that one play to David Tyree.
Yeah.
The dude caught the ball against his helmet.
Who made the pass? Who broke the sack?
Well, like a lot of people could just throw a ball straight up in the air.
No.
That was a hope and a prayer.
No, that was Eli Manning.
All right, he's won 2 Super Bowls,
True.
so he's going to go to the Hall of Fame, I think, because his brother won the same amount of Super Bowls as him, and Peyton Manning's a for sure Hall of Famer.
Oh, for sure.
So, and they love, like, it's the Mannings. Manning's always good, but they won somehow. So Eli's going to make the Hall.
Young little Archie.
Young little Archie.
Yep.
I think that's the youngest one's name.
I thought he was the oldest.
No, his son. Archie's son.
Archie's son.
No, yeah. He's like a
Archie's the
senior
dad.
right now. Yeah,
Archie
yeah, he has
But
a
there's,
son.
There's an Archie Jr.
There's a junior somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I know they have a
I thought
brother,
his name
but
was
I
Arch.
I don't know what his name is.
Well, the oldest one was
There's a
wide
son.
He was a wide receiver.
No,
The oldest
no.
one.
The
Cooper,
oldest one was
right?
a quarterback.
Cooper, that's what
Oh,
I'm thinking.
yeah, Cooper. What?
Cooper Manning. They have a brother named Cooper. But
He was the oldest.
Hurt?
Yeah, he was
he
at
was a
Ole
wide
Miss.
receiver,
Wide receiver at Ole Miss, and he got hurt.
and he played for the Oilers.
Nah.
Wait, we gotta get our facts right about the Mannings.
All right, look
No,
at
they have like a. It's like a. Wait. Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Manning. The one Manning. Yeah.
All right, everyone's gonna look it up.
Arch is the father.
Arch is the father. I thought
Archie.
I knew that.
Yeah, and then
But I didn't
Cooper
know
was
if there
the
was an
oldest.
Arch Jr. Yeah, there's just 3 brothers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And Cooper is the oldest.
Wait.
Well,
Archie Manning is the father. Peyton Manning is football quarterback. Eli Manning is football quarterback. There's nothing about Cooper Manning.
Coop. Everyone's always sleeping on Coop. Come on, Coop. Daniel Jones is starting.
It's Peyton Manning's nephew. So it's
Cooper's son.
What?
Is it Cooper's son?
Yeah.
Peyton Manning's nephew? That would be.
Yeah, his name's Arch Manning.
Yeah.
That would be,
It'll be
Cooper's son.
Yes. That's what I just said.
Wait, Cooper has a son?
Cooper has a son.
I guess so, yeah.
And he's an elite quarterback.
I guess he's a quarterback, yeah.
Oh, this is what's been confusing me because we're like
No,
separating
he is a-
generations now.
Archie Manning also played quarterback
Yeah. So it's
in the
Arch.
National
Yes,
Football League.
Kid's
Yes.
Arch Manning now. Archie Manning.
But there's a little boy named Arch Manning.
Yeah, he's 15.
Okay, there's a teenage
He's
boy
15.
named Arch Manning named after his grandfather.
He's playing in high school.
Oh, he's probably
Like,
a beast.
yeah, he
he's
is.
probably.
He is. Yep.
All right, so let's keep this win train going here. Let's talk Minkah Fitzpatrick. This is some sort of news always breaks out right when we get off the podcast.
It was
Normally
sweet.
about Antonio Brown,
Minka.
but it's Minkah. Here we go. Dolphins, Minkah to Rissa's Steelers for 1 first-round pick and then like another pick, right? And the Dolphins threw in some picks too, like a little pick battle, which.
Yeah, let's go with that, I think.
I think it's just some picks I think 2 picks both ways, and then
Okay.
Minkah from the Dolphins.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
So,
I thought it was just a Minka for a straight up 2020 first round pick, but I don't know.
I thought that's what it was at first too, but then I'm
Oh,
pretty
maybe.
sure some more details
Okay.
came out.
Okay.
But not gonna lie, I didn't look at it much because Dolphins.
So what is Minka? Is Minka a
Yeah.
dime corner?
Well, Minkah.
Nickelback-
didn't-
He
Nickelback.
was
Back.
playing everything, bro.
He was playing. Fo was telling me he played everything
that's
for
why
the
he's-
Dolphins.
Yeah.
And that's why he was just so mad, because he was just playing all different positions and not doing well.
But
Even
at
though he's a good player.
Alabama, he played safety, right?
Yeah.
No,
He played dime.
yeah.
Oh shoot. Did
Yeah.
So if that's just when he.
But he was
when
always on the field.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that's all he wants to play at the Steelers, then he'll just play dime. But like, I mean,
I think
The
he
Steelers-
could,
he
I
could be
think,
so
I
much
think he
better.
could thrive there.
I think the Steelers need some help. They need a little bit of help.
Well,
I'm not saying that defense is bad, but they just haven't been. They've been struggling a little
yeah,
bit.
they have
just,
it. Definitely in the secondary. It just hasn't been.
Just got to boost it up a little bit.
yeah.
We'll see them in my Pops gambling corner. a little bit
Steelers
later.
defense coordinator and getting Minka Fitzpatrick. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. They must be thinking high of him then.
They must, yes.
They must. Dolphins giving up every. Dolphins just picked up Taco Charlton, Cowboys'
Yeah.
first round
Is he
pick from
good?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think he's all right, but Cowboys' D line is pretty good, so he just wanted to play somewhere.
Okay. So he
So-
could really be Miami's best pass rusher.
He might
As
be.
a
You never know.
somebody said that he was a bust, so he could be Miami Dolphins' best pass rusher. As
He's
a
a
bust.
Let's go.
As long as he is a bust, I don't know, but yeah, Pop,
We're gonna
you said
find
he's
out.
all right, so he could be all right.
Phil, we might have to get together and watch a game this weekend.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Even
see.
though Ravens Chiefs are going to be on, I kind of want to see that one too. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
All right, Minkah to the Steelers. Rosen, more Dolphins news. Rosen will be the starter heading out from now. Fitzmagic only lasted 2 games and wasn't really magical. 10 points and about 100 and some given up.
Yeah.
Not looking good. They're playing the Cowboys this week, 23-point underdogs.
True.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right, I guess we should hop into these games, boys.
Well, we got something here.
Oh, we got some news. We got some news. Hold on.
Sean Davis, Maryland safety,
Mhm.
plays for the Steelers. He went out with a shoulder injury. They placed him on IR. He is a free
Oh,
safety. That's
okay.
where Minka would play in now. He will
Free safety?
Free safety.
All right, dude, he could be so good there.
That's what I
He-
thought.
That's
Well, here's what he said though.
Here's what he said.
Here's what Minka said. I think a vital part of my game is my versatility. I'm able to move around, whether it be free safety, nickel corner, playing in the box, covering guys, stuff like that. So he does enjoy doing that.
He does enjoy doing that, but I think
he
you
told
would
the
want.
Dolphins. He said he didn't want to do that.
Well,
I
I
think
think
he
he
was
should-
just hyping
he just-
himself up for the Steelers.
He just wanted to get out. I don't think
Yeah,
like a good
I think he's-
organization like the Steelers, like well run and all that good stuff.
are going to move him around. a
They don't
bunch.
want to move him
Yeah,
around.
no.
They want him to get pretty good at one spot
Yeah,
because this is a talent
They're
player.
smart. They're
he
not
could
like
be
the
he could be a pro.
Dolphins.
Or, no, he is a pro. I meant pro
All pro.
bowler.
Pro
Yeah, absolutely.
He could be a pro bowler if
He
you
could
just
easy.
Just patrolling the center of the field.
yeah, just give him some decent players around him. Unlike the Dolphins could suffice. Besides Xavier Howard.
Xavier Howard, yeah.
That's one good guy.
True. That's it.
But the Steelers got multiple guys that, you know, they'll make it work with Minka. I think that big time they'll get it going with Minka. How many players of the Dolphins do you think we're going to lose, Fo? Or you're going to lose, not we. I don't care about the Dolphins.
How many of the Dolphins,
like
what's going to be the record?
Do you see more, like, players leaving? Like, in the middle of the season, like Minka right now, before the trade deadline?
Maybe, like, one or two more.
Like, significant players, or, like, just one or two more, like anyone?
Just one or two more of anyone.
All right. You think Xavier Howard stays?
I think he stays.
Kenyon Drake?
Actually, they might move. Yeah, I don't know.
See,
He's definitely unhappy.
He's unhappy.
I feel like it. I don't know. Maybe not, though. Who knows?
I feel like he's loved there after that.
He is, but he just doesn't like being here right now.
Well, no one likes being there right now. They're getting pooped on. And that's saying
true.
something when people don't want to play there. You're living in Miami Beach.
I know. And you still want to be here?
You still don't want to
and
be
it's
there?
the very beginning of the season, and you still want to be here?
Oh, man, it's tough sledding.
Would you want to be there?
No.
No.
For sure not. All right, so are we good now? We got the news cycle out of the way?
Let's get to these games.
Let's get to these games. Put it on the record. It is week 3. Let's hop right into it with the biggest spread of the week. Miami on the road in Dallas. They've been terrible at home, meaning Miami, at Hard Rock Stadium. Let's send them on the road and see how they do against Dallas. Miami 0-2, Dallas 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Fo?
Yeah.
What do you got to say?
Trust in Rosen. As he's starting, hopefully he can do better than Fitzy, but it probably won't matter too much at all. But
the Rosen one.
Yeah,
the Rosen one. He could be something one day.
He could really be good, but
he's about to go off.
He's just in a really bad situation right now. So yeah, definitely Cowboys winning this one.
Yeah, definitely Dallas. They might have the most complete roster in the NFL right now, besides like the Patriots, because they're just amazing. But besides, like there's no holes or weakness, I would say, with Dallas at this moment.
Quarterback position.
Definitely not quarterback position. Dak looks great
That was a joke.
so far. So definitely gonna take Dallas in this one. Don't know if it's gonna be the 23-point spread. I don't know if it'll be that bad. But every time I say it's not going to be that bad, it's been that bad for the Dolphins. So we'll just leave it at that. Cowboys going to win this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys as well. I'm looking here, and it says that through 2 games, the highest rusher for the Dolphins is Kenyon Drake with only 31 yards through 2 games.
That's whopping yards right there.
That is not good.
That's not good.
It's actually really good if you think about it.
That should take him like
31
6 carries.
yards through 2 games.
That should take
He
him
only
like
has 10
6 or
carries.
7. He has 10 carries?
He has 10 carries through 2
Is he
games.
hurt?
That's really good.
Is he hurt?
No.
No,
he's fine.
He's not hurt.
He's
They're
not
just
hurt.
not
He's
giving
only
the ball
had-
to him.
No
Letting
wonder he
Ryan
gets
Fitzpatrick
out.
throw 50 passes.
Yeah,
through 2 games.
Oh my gosh. Dolphins, what are you doing? This is just a poorly run organization.
25
at this moment.
for 50s. All right, what's up next?
We'll just straight move on for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a barn burner. Bengals and Bills. I'll lead this one off. I'm gonna take the Bills in this one. They're 2-0. Cincinnati's 0-2. I picked the Bengals to beat the 49ers last week, and that one really came back to bite me. They got destroyed.
You picked the Bengals too?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. They
So
got clapped.
I'm gonna lead
I would
with
pick
Josh
the Bengals.
Allen right now. I like the Bills at this moment, probably for the second wild card right now. Definitely
Really?
like them. They're figuring out how to use Josh Allen. Underrated coaching staff, and the opponents like the Bengals. They got the Redskins. They got Miami twice. The Jets one more time. So if they just win these games, they're just handing them wins right now. Like, come on, you should be able to beat Cincinnati. So I like the Bills. Chris?
I will second that. I love the Bills.
Yep.
You love the Bills?
John Ross is going off, though.
Yeah, he is.
John Ross is going on most receiving yards in the NFL, I think, so far.
Yes, sir.
You're on that train too, Fo?
Yeah.
You on the Bills train?
Yeah.
Bengals are trash.
Bengals are pretty bad. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Move on to the next one. Broncos and Packers. Take it away, Riz.
Well, I hate to do it here, but I'm going to have to go with Joe Flacco and these Broncos.
You think?
Yep. I'm not a big Joe Flacco fan. He's not an elite quarterback by any means. But I just think that he's going to go into Green Bay and he's just going to pull it off. They're going to find a way to win.
All right. Little hot take, little hot pick.
Yeah, I'm not big on Aaron Rodgers, you know.
All right. You're not feeling that connection yet?
No, I'm not.
All right, Fo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna say probably the Packers.
You think the Packers close game, or like you think they're gonna win it pretty convincingly?
I think it'll be somewhat close. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we'll see.
All right. I'm probably gonna take the Packers to win the game, but this is gonna be way closer than I think. And oh gosh. You know what? No. I'm taking the Broncos. You know what? I went against my gut last week with the Lions and the Chargers, and it came back to bite me. So I'm going to take the Broncos to win this a very close game.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm going to take the Broncos, Packers have scored 10 and 21 points. Doesn't sound like too terrible, but it's not good. They have played two of the best defenses, though, Vikings and Bears. They're going to play another good defense this week, and the Broncos and John Elway they just don't lose a lot of games. Like, they're not a great team by any means, but this is the first time they've been 0-2 since '99, I think. So I'm gonna ride this in an upset. I picked the Broncos to beat the Bears last week, and it didn't work out. Broncos, I'm riding this train again. Joe Flacco, he's a veteran, like Riz said, not an all-star or a Pro Bowler by any means, not elite, but they're just gonna figure out a way. These guys have to be pretty mad that they haven't been able to win a game yet, and they're just not used to losing this much in Denver. So I'm going to take the Broncos to go to Green Bay and win this game. Low scoring. They're going to figure it out somehow, some way. Don't really know. Kind of feel kind of shaky on that. Next we have battle 1-1 teams, Falcons, Colts. Colts are just 1.5 favorites at home over Atlanta. Atlanta coming over a big win. Pretty ballsy performance against Philly to pull that out in the end on Sunday night. The Colts. Yep.
I like that.
Colts win another close one. They win a close one. They were in another close game, I should say. They beat the Titans. I'll leave this one off. I think I like the Colts in this one. Some of the teams that I loved at the beginning of the season are starting to fade real quick. Atlanta, they got pretty much pummeled by Minnesota, who has Kirk Cousins leading the way, and he doesn't really know what he's doing. It doesn't seem. And they basically just almost handed Philly a win when they pretty much earned the whole game, you felt, even though earned is a strong word, I'd say. They basically gave Philly a chance 3 or 4 times to come back and win that game. Falcons just don't look good to me right now. I like the Colts. Jacoby Brissett. You've been riding high on Jacoby. I'm going to take Jacoby. I've been down a little bit too much, I think, so far. They have a good roster. They're going to win this one.
Yeah, I think Jacoby Brissett versus Matt Ryan. Give me Jacoby Brissett every day of the week. Matt Ryan is throwing picks all over the field.
Yeah, he has good receivers. Like, where's he throwing these balls? Like, I don't know what he's seeing.
Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, probably other good ones.
Mohamed Sanu.
But those two Mohamed Sanu is good as well. But those 3 right there, I mean, how are you not going to get those guys the ball? Just throw it up and let them go get it. Calvin Ridley is a monster. Julio Jones is an animal. But T.Y. Hilton is questionable. So
he is questionable?
He is questionable, so that could...
What is it, like a foot?
It is, let's check it out here.
Foot or back? If it's foot or back, I might take it back. Just nothing's loading on his phone. Man, if T.Y.'s out, that's a big weapon.
Quad.
I'm going to go with he plays. I'm just going to I don't know anything about this injury. I'm just going to bank on it, say he plays. Colts are going to win this one.
Colts win this one.
Colts.
Handedly. Not handedly. I think it's going to be a close game. But
Foe's on the Colts, too. He's doing homework, so Foe's not really And he's sick. God bless you, Fo.
Thank you.
Let's probably head into...
Bless you.
Thank you. Quentin Williams. Probably best game of the week. Ravens and Chiefs. I've been riding high on Lamar. Saying he's been getting great at passing the ball. And this is his time to shine. Now, the Ravens have a formula to win this game. They can't... They're not going to win a shootout game.
Nope.
No way.
Nope.
No way.
Who, the Ravens?
The Ravens. No way.
Yeah.
So the big thing is, can they control, like, possession? Can they have more possession time? Because Chiefs' defense is allowing, like, 6 yards a carry, and the Ravens' run offense
It's looking nice.
is probably the best in the league. So that's going to be the winning formula for them. Are they able to do it? I don't know. I just have too much riding on Patty Mahomes and Andy Reid. Love those two together. You've heard me say it before. I love the Ravens too. Love the Ravens. But that defense isn't as good as they were last year. If they were, and they still weren't even able to beat the Chiefs last year. So I'm going to take the Chiefs in this one. It's going to be a close game, I'd say. The Ravens are going to hang in there, do everything they can, but I think the Chiefs, Patty Mahomes, he's going to find a way to do a little magic no-look between the legs, under his armpit, whatever he's got to do to win it. Chiefs.
Oh, man, this is tough. This is tough for me.
This is a tough game.
Well, here's the thing. Marquise Brown is questionable as well.
Is he?
He is.
No way.
He is. So.
Hollywood might be the only reason they can win this game.
Oh, man. Baltimore's looking good.
They are looking really
I
good.
hate to say it. I absolutely hate to say it. I've been talking smack on him on Lamar Jackson, just on and on and on. But I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with the
You're
Ravens.
gonna go with the
I'm going to
Ravens.
say that the Ravens are going to beat Patty Mahomes. They're going to... Yeah.
Like high school, like a shootout, or like
I'm saying
mid-20s?
I'm going to say it's going to be 37-34.
Sure, kind of a shootout. Kind of, but not like a full-on shootout.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Ravens have scored more points so far per game, and they have allowed less per game, but also they just played Buns teams, so
they
it's
played
really
the
hard to
Cardinals
gauge.
And the Dolphins. Wow, that is a
No
big
interceptions
pick.
by the quarterbacks so far.
I think this is going to be, since they haven't played a tough opponent, I think that's why it's going to be kind of an awakening for the
Mhm.
Ravens, but it's going to make them better. They're gonna realize that we played a couple scrubs. We're a good team, but we're not elite yet. We're not elite.
Yeah.
And if they want to get into those top two with the Patriots and Chiefs, they got to play tough. I think they're still going to play tough. I don't think they're going to win this game, but I'm not counting them out of winning this game, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I gotta go along with you guys there.
we picked different teams, so.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick?
He didn't pick anyone yet.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Chiefs. I mean,
You going with the Chiefs?
It's a smarter decision, but it's the wrong decision.
Is it though, Riss?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Kansas City 5.5-point favorites. That's basically calling them like a field goal favorite because normally the home team gets like a field goal advantage to start off with before anything's said and done, besides the Dolphins. But it could go either way, honestly. This is the NFL. These are two great teams.
Yeah.
I just think the Chiefs are a little bit better. They just...
True.
And if Marquise Brown's not playing, if Hollywood ain't playing,
He's
definitely
he's
not.
gonna play
But if he plays...
because he just hasn't practiced for the third straight Friday.
Okay.
So he played the other two games while not practicing Friday. So
They
it's
need
the same
to...
situation.
True. There you go, Riss.
For the Ravens to win the game, he's going to have a good game.
He's gonna have a great
The
game.
running game's going to be
Running
great.
game's gonna be great.
And then, sort of like that New England-Pittsburgh game, they're going to have to do some play action, some hard play action like Mark Ingram, after they run the ball pretty consistently and well, and just hit those tight ends over the middle. Lamar's loving these tight ends right now, and they're playing great for him. So, it's going to be a close game. I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs. It's a safe pick, and I don't like it, but I like the Chiefs to win the game. Let's move into this could be an interesting one right here. Raiders-Vikings.
Ooh.
Foe, lead this one off. What do you see? Raiders, Vikings. Who are you thinking?
Yeah. I'm gonna actually have to go with the Raiders.
Really?
They're not they're doing pretty well with how many no-name players they have, and Derek Carr is looking pretty good.
He's looking pretty
He didn't get hurt though, did he?
good. No.
Okay.
Who?
Derek Carr?
No.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders.
All right. Short and sweet. Gotta love it. Raiders, Vikings.
I'm gonna go with the smart decision. Go with the Vikings.
Okay.
Simply because it's the Raiders. They did win a football game, but they did.
Not enough for you.
Not enough for me.
This one's tough, honestly. Minnesota has a great defense, but Kirk Cousins, he doesn't cut it for me. Oakland's coming across the country, though. And, Well, I'm checking out these stats right now. Carr has 457 yards so far. That's not, terribly bad, but not too much. Cousins has 328, but he's only thrown 42 passes.
Yeah, the only thing I would say about that is the Raiders' defense has allowed average pass yards allowed per game is 355, which is pretty high, terribly high.
Mm-hmm.
But rush yards is only 63.
Wow.
The Vikings prefer
Dalvin
the run
Cook.
game.
They like to run
Dalvin
the ball.
Cook.
This is tough, man. I could see this one going either way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm neutral.
So,
I changed my mind.
You can't be neutral.
Come on, Russ.
I think, with that being said, if it's a toss-up, I'm gonna go with the Vikings because they're the home team. Oakland's coming all the way across the country to play this.
True.
Actually,
true.
Minnesota's not all the way across the country.
It's
About half.
It's about half.
Yeah.
About half. But they had to say goodbye to that baseball field.
You know what? Gruden's gonna get vertigo.
They're
again,
sad. Knock on wood with you if you're with me. But it could go either way. But I'm gonna take Minnesota. I don't like Minnesota really, but I'm gonna take them as a team, not to win.
Gruden's not worried about the game. He's worried about getting vertigo.
Problem. Let's talk about a really close one. Jets, Patriots. Should really insert a laugh right there, but definitely not going to go back and do
Laugh
that.
track.
Laugh track. Jets, Patriots in New England, Foxborough. We need to spend more than 20 seconds on this. Patriots.
I'm going to go with the Jets.
Patriots.
Shut up, Fo.
Nah.
Luke Falk, third string, 40th string, whatever you want to call him, quarterback.
Dude, he's a goat.
He's not. Is in the game
Oh, man.
for his first career start in New England. They look amazing. New England's going to trounce them. Lions, Eagles. Now, this one's interesting to me. This one's in Philly. The Lions are technically undefeated. 1-0-1. And the Eagles are 1-1. They are banged up.
Eagles.
The Eagles are banged up on wide receiver.
Good.
None of the receivers that were hurt practiced yesterday.
Yeah.
So, you know what that means.
Lions.
Lions. Lions are going to win this game. I definitely think it.
I'll have to go with the Lions.
Because I underestimated them last week. Well, in my gut, I didn't underestimate them. I said, Lions going to so beat the Chargers. Haven't been showing the Chargers love. I'm going to pick the Chargers to win the game. They lose the game. So, Lions, I'm showing you love. You're probably the best fourth-place finishing team in this league. So, let me see what you got. Lions going to go on the road and win this one. Last time they were in Philly, actually, no, they might not have been. I was going to say it was that snow game, but they've probably been there since.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Go the Eagles.
Eagles versus.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just think that Carson Wentz will find a way to win this game. Simple as that.
Okay.
Simple as that, yeah. I can see it. I got to give Detroit fans, if any of you guys ever want to be a Detroit fan, just want to give you guys some hope.
Yeah, true.
Fo, you say Lions.
Yeah.
Fo's on the Lions here.
Yeah. Eagles are
Hey.
trash.
Eagles are trash, but I'm saying they're fine with it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Panthers, Cardinals, Riss.
Panthers, Cardinals all the way, baby. Cam Newton is just...
He's hurt. He's not playing.
He's hurt. He's not playing. Will Greer's in? Is Will
No,
Greer starting that football game?
No, some dude like Kyle Allen, something like
Are
that.
you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Will Greer isn't playing this football game.
Will Greer is not playing.
What grade good, Russ?
Will Greer
He
is
went to
a
West
goat.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Cam, I'm pretty sure, is not playing.
Yeah.
I think today is going to be like the official word if he plays or not, but I'm pretty sure he's not. Even if he did play, I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if he plays, I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah, he just is hurt and just not a quarterback I'd want my first like 22 to 25 picks, honestly. Like he just doesn't have it anymore. Don't expect to see him. And this is nothing against him. I don't expect to see him starting like in 3 years from now.
Yeah.
Like I think this is gonna be the end for Cam. He's too hurt all the time. Dude's like, just beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Just beat up, and sometimes it catches up to you. Hashtag Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Andrew Luck is a beast, though.
Andrew Luck is a
He
beast. Was a beast. Cam Newton, I never really thought this dude was like a good thrower of the football, like ever.
Yeah, no.
No. So Cardinals. Foul.
Cardinals. Kyler's a beast.
Kyler's a beast. He has over 300 yards in both games so far, so Cardinals. Giants and Buccaneers. It's D. Jones time. Foe, lead this one off for me in Tampa.
That's like a coin flip game. You're not sure.
You're not sure
which
we're going
way
to get.
you could go.
Right.
Vander Holyfield.
I might have to take the Giants.
gonna take
I
the
think
Giants.
Daniel Jones could be pretty nice, and he could lead the Giants to a dub.
He was good in the preseason.
Yeah,
Really good in the preseason.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, that is preseason, but still.
It's still, it's preseason, but
You're
it's
not
something.
sure.
It has to be something.
Yeah.
That's all you can get to show in the NFL.
Yeah. But I like Daniel Jones. I think he's a good quarterback, and I hope that everything works out for him. That New York actually likes him, because it's just unfair to see a player, hasn't even played like one game in the NFL yet, one regular season game in the NFL yet, or well, at the time, no games in the NFL because they booed him at the draft, and it's how do you know if he's gonna be good or not? When he hasn't even played one game yet.
New York's just known for that.
Yeah,
Chris players. Chris
Yeah, New York's already 0-4. They're just going 4 as in City. Jets, Giants.
Mm-hmm.
It's just looking not good
Knicks.
for them.
Well,
Nets. Nets aren't bad.
Yeah. They
Moving
got
on.
rid of D-Lo, though.
Yep,
Chris.
I'm going to have to go with what?
They got rid of D-Lo, though.
They got rid of D-Lo.
Yeah.
They're trash now. But you know what? They have KD and they got Kyrie.
Oh, wait, yeah. True.
Not KD, though. But, I'm going with the Giants. Daniel Jones all the way, baby. I'm riding with him to the end.
Negative.
It's a close one for me, honestly. I don't. You got Leafo?
I got class, yeah.
All right, just
What time?
What time?
125.
So you got 5 more minutes.
A couple.
All right. I'll finish this one and then I'll just ask for your picks for the rest of the games. Just you. Hot spin-off, quick picks. All right, so Giants, Buccaneers. This one could go either way for me. I'm actually gonna go with the Bucks. Jabu.
There you go.
They won a game.
There you go, Jabu.
It was decent.
Jabu
They
wins.
won a game against the Panthers.
They won a game against the Panthers. That's not a joke of a defense though. Even though it was on Thursday Night Football. Godwin had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
This has to start something. They have the receivers. They have the offensive weapons that can score. Just defense hold up for them. Allow 20 points. They can score over 20 points in a game. Just allow 20, in that range. Tampa can win a game. New York's defense is not good at all. Their offense, might be good with Daniel Jones and Saquon. It should be a little bit better, so this might be a more high-scoring game, like high 20s. But, I'm going to take the Bucks at home.
There you go.
One of these teams, Drew Brees is hurt. Falcons look not that good. Carolina, I don't know what the heck's going on there. This could be Tampa's time. Could be Tampa's time.
True.
That's all I'm saying. Could be Tampa's time. Not jumping on anything. It's only week 3. We haven't even played any games yet. So I'm going to take the Bucks. So, Foe. Let's get it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 games left.
All right.
We're going to call this Foe's Quick Hot Takes.
All right.
Texans, Chargers.
Texans.
Texans. That's all I need to hear.
Yep.
Steelers, 49ers.
Steelers.
Steelers?
Yeah.
All right. Saints, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Rams, Browns.
Rams.
Bears, Redskins, Monday night.
Bears.
All right, you heard it right here. Bears, Rams, Seahawks, Steelers, Texans from Foe. All right, Foe.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that is going to be super loud. God bless your ears.
Bad.
All right, Foe. Good talking with you.
Yep.
I will
Thank you,
definitely see you soon, my brother.
Yep.
Take care.
Yep.
But let's keep this puppy rolling here. So
I like it.
let's jump. Texans, Chargers. Here we go. Two teams that are like on the bubble make the playoffs. You would think.
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeing? This one's in LA.
Yep.
At
It's
that
in LA.
at that weird Chargers soccer stadium. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans. You know, Deshaun Watson. You know, you talk about him all the time. He's a great quarterback. Just got to protect him. Win the football game.
Right.
Philip Rivers still isn't doing too hot.
Right. Yeah. Philip. He's not having the beginning like he had of a season last year.
So, yeah, 626 yards.
So, both teams have a good defensive rush, like front. And that's just an issue for the Texans
Hunter Henry's still out.
because they can't protect Deshaun for the life of them. I don't know what it is. This next draft, spend all your draft picks on linemen because you got to figure out a way to protect this dude. That being said, I don't like Phillips so far this year. I'm tired of picking the Chargers when I don't think they're going to win. Texans are going to win this game in LA. They're going to get it going because Jags, Titans 1-2, and Colts could go either way. Honestly, they don't have Andrew Luck. So come on, Texans. Let's get this win train going here. Show me why I picked you to be pretty good. Steelers, 49ers in San Fran. This is a tough one. I'm going to leave this one off. This is going to be, you'll probably see this one later in Gambling Corner. I like 49ers big in this one. You know, Ben's out for the season. Offense just dropping passes left and right. And the defense has been average, I'd say. I expected better from them after what we saw in the preseason from some of their players. So, I don't know if they're 0-2 already. Mason Rudolph coming in, like, going all the way. Well, I don't know if they stayed in. They just played at home against Seattle, right? Now they're going all the way across the country for real. Pittsburgh to San Fran. I like San Francisco big, at least by 10 in this one. Jimmy G's ready. Kyle Shanahan's been drawing up some nice stuff. Just some nice stuff. They have great running backs. They have good, decent receivers. And George Kittle, of course, can't forget about him. And that D-line, they've been putting that together for a while now. It's getting kind of better. 49ers. This one's so tough for you. I know it must be awful.
Yeah, here we go, Mason Rudolph.
Here we go, Mason Rudolph.
Starting things off right now.
You think?
I think.
Steelers. You think they're going to win the game, or he's just going to have a good performance?
Yeah. I'm going to go with the 49ers. I have to.
That was brutal to say, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. But I do think Mason Rudolph, if for any reason they win that football game, still Mason Rudolph throws for 394 yards.
All right, so we're both going with the Niners. I honestly thought you were going to, because you were hyping up Mason. This episode, last episode, I thought.
But the defense is just so bad.
The defense just hasn't been there.
Minka
might do it. I still like the 49ers big. It's going to take Minka a game to get used to that D. Saints, Seahawks. Seattle's only projected to win by 4 points. Like, they don't even have Drew Brees. They're playing at home. Like, Seattle's at home. I think this is an easy one for me. This is Seattle. I don't know if Sean Payton, he's a great offensive mastermind, I'd say, with Drew Brees. But he doesn't have Drew Brees. And I think they're going to roll with both quarterbacks, Bridgewater and Taysom Hill. I don't know if he has like a true plan or he's just going to try and wing it and win this game. But Seattle is great at home. Pete Carroll's a great defensive mind, so they're going to be able to figure out this squad. They don't really have a way to throw deep down the field. Taysom Hill can throw deep down the field, but every time I see him throw it deep, it's probably an interception. Bridgewater can't throw down the field. He wears a glove on his throwing hand. I don't know why he does that. So I like the Seahawks in this one. I don't know how convincing. Probably like a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I'm going to have to go. I don't know. Seahawks just, they beat, Steelers without Ben by 2 points.
Yeah, the Seahawks wins aren't huge, but...
Beat the Bengals by like 1 point.
Beat the Bengals by 1 point. Yeah.
Bengals are bad.
The Bengals are bad.
I'm going with the Saints.
You're going with the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I can respect that. But, yeah, I just don't think they know what they're doing without Drew. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's move into Sunday night, Rams-Browns. Welcome back to Sunday Night Football, Browns. LA is 3-point road favorites. So, you know what that means. I like the Rams. They're going to win this game. Cleveland is not. I don't know what Cleveland is. They don't look good. Mm-hmm. Like, they truly don't look good.
Mm-hmm.
All this hype around them. They're still the Browns. Not as bad as the Browns were, but they only won by 20 against... Like, 20 is a lot of points.
Yeah.
Like in the NFL.
Yeah.
Against the Jets. Like, the quarterback literally died in the middle of the second quarter. So I'm taking the Rams in this one. They still haven't looked, as good as the Rams from last year.
Mm.
But, Jared Goff's going to find a way to win this game. Baker has the most interceptions since he started playing last year. So, let's take the Rams in this one.
Especially with all these Browns injuries.
Yeah, they're injured. They're noisy.
They're beat up.
They're beat up. They're noisy,
Yeah, Rams all the way.
Rams. All right, last one. This could be a toughie. We have Bears and Redskins on Monday night. Tell me what you think, and I'll tell you why.
Well, it's very... I don't think it's a tough one for me. I'm going to go with the Bears.
You think?
Yeah.
The Redskins are at home. They're 0-2. Case Keenum hasn't played bad.
He does not.
He has not played too bad. Mitch Trubisky and this offense can't find a way to do anything besides when there's 9 seconds left on the clock and they need a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bears' defense, best in the league. Redskins' offense is like a 17-point-a-game type thing. But their D-line is good. And Mitch Trubisky, he's all right. But And also that secondary has been... I watched them because they played Dallas last week, so I watched that entire game. They're not giving up a lot of separation. They are right on these receivers, even though they've been giving up...
They played 2 good teams, and they
played 2 good teams. They lost by 6 or 5 or something to the Redskins, 5. To the Eagles.
Lost by 5.
And they were up 17. 10. They were up by 17.
They were up by 17.
The largest they were up against Dallas was 7. It's gonna be a close game, I think. But if I want the Bears to repeat, this is a game they have to find a way to win.
I think that the Redskins looked pretty good against these 2 other teams because it was just divisional.
You think it's division factor?
I think the Bears will beat them by 2 scores.
It could easily go that way. You never know how it's going to be with the Redskins, honestly. You just never know. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to put up a fight because Case Keenum's going to have to put up a fight because Jay Gruden, who is on the hot seat this year, is going to have to look to Dwayne Haskins soon if Case doesn't get it done. So I think Case is going to have... He's going to put it all on the line, even though he's probably facing the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
But these receivers are young. like all rookies almost. So, yeah, I'm going to have to take the Bears, too. Now I thought about it a little bit more. So, Bears going to win this one. Still close. Still pretty close. I'm going to go with, like, 20-16.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real close. Low scoring, but close. So, yeah, those are our picks. We differed on a few of them. I was paying attention in my head at first, and the first 5 we had all the same picks, I think. But we started differing. So we'll see. I have to really, get on to what am I trying to say?
Podcast.
Well, that too. I figured out how to get us on the podcast channel, so that should be coming up very shortly. So, and if you're listening on the podcast channel to this one day, hey, how's it doing?
Mm-hmm.
But what was I was trying to say something else. I can't remember. You caught me way off guard. So let's move on to our last segment. We're 7-3. You know what's coming if you listen.
Yeah.
It's Pop's Gambling Corner. If you were paying attention to our picks, you should know what most of these are going to be when I read them aloud. But let's hop into it. Lions and Eagles. The Eagles are 6-point favorites at home. Whether the Lions win the game or not, I like them. It's going to be closer than 6 points. The Eagles are banged up. They really are a receiver. The Lions' defense is nothing to trash. This is a legitimate defense. They can play football. Matt Stafford, come on, got to get it done. You know how you win in this league? Over the top passing. Mm-hmm. They need that threat to get over the top. Eagles have, not too good a secondary. They're going to find a way to at least make it within 6 points. I like the Lions. Texans and Chargers. Chargers field goal favorite at home at the soccer stadium, the little backyard soccer stadium. I like Houston to win the game. Deshaun Watson, hold on for dear life, brother. Hopefully Nick Bosa and who's the other one? Who's the other lineman on the Chargers? The good lineman? Ingram. Hopefully they're not playing because they've been hurt, or if they're playing, hopefully they're banged up enough. Because Deshaun, you're going to have to spray and pray, baby, as we used to say on PS4.
Yep.
But I like Texans to win this one. Phillip just doesn't look the same to me, and they have all these injuries. Houston. Steelers, 49ers. 49ers 6.5 favorites. Mason Rudolph's in for Big Ben. The 49ers look good. Like, that offense is clicking. I'm taking the 49ers minus 6.5. I like them. Probably double digits in this one. They're coming back home. Oh, wait, were they just at home? Ah, crap. Wait.
Niners?
Yeah, who'd they just play? They just played the Bengals in Cincinnati, and they whooped them. That's right. They're coming home. The fans are like, whoa, we're 2-0 for the first time since we went to the Super Bowl. Holla at you. Let's win this one, too, by big money. They're not going to the Super Bowl.
When did they go to the Super Bowl?
2012?
Who did they play?
The Ravens. And the Ravens won.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was with Kaepernick. That was with Kaepernick, yeah. But first time of 2-0 since they made that Super Bowl run. This team looks good right now. Jimmy G, Kyle Shanahan on the same page. Niners. Broncos, Packers. Packers 7.5 point favorites over the Broncos. Broncos 0-2 for the first time since 99, my birth year, your birth year. Is that your birth year, Tanner, executive producer?
Nah, Tanner was 2000.
Oh, your little 2000, baby. Oh, we got 2000, baby, on our hands. But Riss and I, we know.
We're them old bloods.
We're that old blood. Broncos. John Elway calling out that left tackle, I think. I don't know what his name is, but I think it was the left tackle. He was calling him out like, come on, protect Joe. So they got to protect Joe. Packers have a pretty good defense, but so do the Broncos. And, Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers only have 31 points through 2 games. So give me the Broncos to at least get this within a touchdown. But as you heard earlier, Riss and I like the Broncos to win this game in an upset. We're taking the Broncos. They're going to be able to cut into that. Last but not least, Sunday night Rams, Browns. You just heard it, -3. The Browns road favorites. Whoa. Road favorites by a field goal. I like them. Cleveland, this is basically because Cleveland. They don't look good to me. They don't look like what I expected them to look like. They could win the game, though. I'm not saying they can't, but I like the Rams in this one. -3 LA, holla at you, 3-0. So that is Pop's Week 3 Gambling Corner. Detroit, +6. They're going to get it done. Houston, they're 3-point underdogs as well. They're going to get it done against the Chargers. They're going to win it out. 49ers, 6.5 favorites over the Steelers. Give me the Niners. Broncos, 7.5-point underdog on the road in Green Bay. Lambeau. Give me the Broncos. LA, 3-point road favorites. 3-point road favorites against the Browns in Cleveland. Rams get the job done. So that's Pop's Week 3 Gambling Corner. We are 7-3. I'm seeing at least 3 wins out of these. Mm-hmm. I think the Rams are a lock.
Yeah, the Rams are definitely.
I think the Rams are a lock. You know, the other ones. The Niners one's close. I'm feeling pretty good with the Broncos-Packers too, because there's just no way even if they fall to 0-3, they got to go out with a fighting chance. So yeah, that's Pop's Gambling Corner. We talk news around the NFL. No one's ever called it that. Never going to be called that again. We talked last night's game. Titans, do they go to Tannehill anytime soon? Or do you think Mariota was still, he got the yardage done?
I think yardage has nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
winning football games.
Winning football games, for sure.
I think they try Mariota one more week.
I don't even know who they're... Let me check who they're playing next week quick, because they're 1-2, and this is a team that should be fighting for a playoff spot. They're playing the Falcons on the road next week. So, that can go either way. You never know what you're going to get from the Falcons, but Falcons at home are definitely better than Falcons on the road for sure.
Yeah.
So we got anything else here to spill the beans on? We couldn't have pie today. Couldn't have pie because we're in a black room, very dark room at Penn State.
Yep.
So, no pie today. We'll probably get pie eventually if we're going to do pie. I'm kind of feeling some key lime pie.
I hate key lime pie, but
you have to try it. You can't not try it.
Okay, I'll try it.
Because it has to go on the rating.
Yeah, you're right.
We need different categories for our rating.
What? Yeah.
Like taste, like your overall taste. Like, do you like it?
Yeah.
And then what else is?
Consistency, viscosity,
texture. I guess that is consistency for the most part. Yeah, for sure. We have to get some pies into this. So yeah, guys, this is smell. It's gonna be cold pies. Sight? Oh yeah, attractive appeal. That could be something. That could for sure be something. Oh, I can't wait. I just want some pie. I didn't have lunch. I just want some pie. All right. So this has been Epi 6. We are 6 Epis deep, as you know, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't, and leave your comments below. What do you think about our picks? Are we right? Are we wrong? We won't know until the game has happened. So thank you so much, guys. On Foe's behalf, I'll say bye for him. Bye. And I'm Palace, your host. See you later, guys. Riss.
Yeah.
Take us out.
See you later.
Peace.